Hey everybody, I'm Rosanna with Diesel Carnivore, and today I'm going to do just a little quick cooking chat. I'm going to show you guys how I boil eggs in the Instant Pot. We're actually at our dad's house. We're headed out west, and we're trying to get a little reset in our time before we head that way, so we'll be set up for the whole week. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do boiled eggs in the Instant Pot and show you just how easy it is to be prepared when you go back on the road. So one of the things I absolutely love about the Instant Pot is that it's so fast and you can do so much. So like I said, we're going to be using Dad's Instant Pot while we're here, just to make it a little easier. You can use it in the semi though. I have one in mine. So today I'm actually going to be doing 2 18 packs of eggs because I'm going to share with Dad. So I'm going to leave him some. There's all of our eggs loaded up. So all you have to do is just take your eggs out of the refrigerator, put them right in the Instant Pot, put about 1 coffee cup of water is what I use. Just dump it in there. All right, you're going to close the lid. Try not to make you guys sick. Let me get this on. I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit pressure cook. Okay, and I've got mine set for 0, and all you have to do is if you want to change the time, I like mine set for 0 because it does make the yolks just a little bit softer. One thing I cannot stand is a dry, chalky yolk. So we're going to set it for 0 and we're going to let it go. It'll kick on. Make sure that once you close your lid and lock it, that you have it in the sealing mode. Back here we have sealing and steam. You do not want it on steam. You want it to seal. So once you do that, it's going to go through its cycle. It's going to come to pressure. I know I set it for 0 minutes, but it's still going to take 10 to 15 minutes to come up. It's going to come to pressure, shut itself off, and then it'll beep again and let us know that we can pull our eggs out and put them in a cool water bath if you want to stop the cooking there, or just release the pressure and let it go for a few more minutes and it'll finish if you want a harder yolk. I'll bring you back as soon as we're done. And the chat part of the cooking chat this morning, I figured I'd talk a little bit about some of the accessories. I know I've showed you a few things that we use in the semi, like as many of you might know by now, I am a smaller footprint kind of girl. I am a self-professed pack rat. I do like my toys and tricks, but I try to keep us as tightly in there as we can. So some of the things that I do have in the semi is I have my air fryer. I have my little rice cooker that I use for a steamer fryer. I do have the Elan's microwave. It's the 3-in-1, so it does microwave, it does oven, air fry, and it does cook like a regular oven. So you can set it for 400 degrees for 45 minutes. I try not to use that as much because it does get kind of hot on the outsides and it is kind of stuffed in that little cabinet where the microwave goes, but it does fit. Now you do have to get the 0.9, not the 1.5. It pulls fine on our inverter. We do have a 3,000 watt inverter in our truck. We purchased that ourselves. We are company drivers. For those of you who don't know, we do drive for a company. We're not owner operators. So we don't have some of the same freedoms the owner operators do, but then in the same thing, we can get some of the benefits that the owner operators don't. We don't have to worry about repairs and tires and things like that. Our company takes very good care of us. We're very proud to work where we work. So we do request the 3,000 watt inverter, and we actually purchased it ourselves and had them install it when we changed into the new truck. So back to some of the things that we use, that's really hot. We use the Instant Pot. We use, like I said, the Aurora rice cooker. We use the air fryer. I do have a 12-inch skillet. It's a plug-in. And I use that on occasion. I try not to use that unless we're going to be stopped for a little while because it is a little bit more cleanup. Sorry if you hear whining and barking. My little shih tzu over here, he's trying to get me to play ball with him. So that's where we're at on that. I really, being here at the house, I try to get as much prepped and done as possible. So make it easier out there. Now we do have a cooler freezer. It looks like a regular cooler, but it plugs into a cigarette lighter, or you can plug it in at the house if you get out of the truck. I do try to keep it stacked, and I will try to show you that. I will link in the description below some of the links to our Amazon store if you're interested to go take a look, just some of the things that we use. And if you do purchase anything from that, of course, it doesn't cost you any extra, but they do give us a little bit of kickback and credit for it. I will link all of those in the description box below. As far as the freezer, when we get back in the truck, I will try to do a video and kind of showcase that in our setup and how we got all that done. almost done. I hear it coming to pressure, and I'll bring you back when we're done. Okay, it beeped. It now shows off. So we can release any steam. Take our lid off. Be careful because it will be hot. And it will get you if you let it. I'm going to change that side. I went ahead while we were waiting and I put some ice and water. You guys don't laugh at me. I actually use a cake pan lid because I don't have a bowl big enough because, you know, of course, I'm at Dad's house. So it's just him and our mama. And so they don't really need a lot of big bowls. They're not just the two of them. So I used a cake pan lid, flipped it upside down, used it to put ice and water in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to bring you over so you can see our eggs. We have a few little crackers, but not many. It's usually pretty good with not cracking it. So I'm just going to drop them right here in the ice bath. And I always tell everyone, I said, well, the cracked ones, you know what? That's the quality control ones. Those are the ones that me and Gus will try for breakfast today. Alrighty, and then to get all these eggs in here, I do have 36, so it's going to take me just a few minutes. So I'll bring you back when I'm done, and I'll show you how easy they are to crack. In the Instant Pot, they're actually super easy to crack, which is one of the reasons I love doing it. And you can do a whole lot at the same time. I'll bring you right back. Okay, now that we got all our eggs in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab one out because it's been cooling for just a few minutes. I pretty much just dropped them right in. Yep, we're good. And I'm going to show you how easy these are to crack. All right. Alrighty, we got our eggs. So I'm gonna actually crack it up here because I want to crack Mama's plate up. All right, I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, y'all. You can see just how easy it is. Oh, I'm making a mess of it. But as you can tell, this is one-handed. I haven't run it under water or anything. Look at there. Look at there. It's just coming right apart. Now, if you have two hands, you can make very short work of this. There. Oh, I broke it a little bit. That's okay. It's just for me and Gus. Bring it over here. I'm going to throw it back in that ice water, rinse it off. And there you have it. Like I said before, I like mine a little bit more yolky. Let me slide these over. So I'm just going to grab my little handy dandy butter knife here and I'm going to show you how it come out. See, it's actually didn't come out too yolky this time. I did let it sit for a few minutes while I was trying to get the camera all straight. Usually they're a little bit softer than that, but as you can tell, they're not super dry, but they are cooked. So, and that's with 0 minutes in the Instant Pot. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more tips and tricks and tutorials, then please